Hi everyone! I have a journal to share today that is an altered book journal. This is the first one I've done of this kind. I did alter a children's book once before, but I'd completely gutted it. And this is the kind where I tore pages out, and I think that I watched a tutorial on Crafty Irina's page. But I also watched some other tutorials, and I kind of just did a mixture of things, I think, to tear the pages out and that sort of thing. So I don't know whose example I followed exactly. Now here's the cover. This book was just, it had a book jacket that I took off, and then it was a red book, and I liked the red. And then I've done some stamping with archival permanent ink, and then I have adhered some vintage lace and trims, and then I had got this beautiful beaded trim once from a discount at a fabric store. And then I have some vintage ribbon below here, and then some more vintage lace. And this is the back, where I've stamped the butterflies on with an eyelet here with a hairband closure and the Tim Holtz hinge post fastener. Oh, and the book corners too, yeah. So inside I've used the DCWV Mariposa stack for most of the papers. There are a couple oddballs in here. This one was from something else, and I'll have to look that up if you want to know, because I didn't put my little, I didn't make notes. I don't have my little cheat sheet notes that I have normally. So this paper was from a different collection. And then what do we have here? This, what is this from? This is, oh yes, I think I bought some things from Cameo Shoppe recently, so I think this is a digital from that. And this is also, I believe, from that. So I've done a pocket here. Now this is an envelope that, I got a big box of these envelopes from the thrift store, and I've seen something similar, or maybe the same thing done by Yvonne, and I didn't ever watch how she did it exactly, so this is my own take on what I thought I saw. So those, we'll just leave those out. And so there's pocket here and here. And then here there's this beautiful paper, and I've just inked the edges with, do I have it out here? I don't know what I did with it, but it was Stamper's Big Brush. What is the name of that? Why, I can't think of anything right now, but ask me in the comments and I'll let you know what that is. It's just, it's an India ink pen. Oh, I think it's Faber-Castell. So then I've cut up the extra scraps of paper and used them as journaling cards. And I've left this, you know, relatively plain, the pages, because I want to be able to add kind of like a smash book or something like that. I want to be able to add a lot of stuff. So this was from this same paper collection. These are the little Cameo Shoppe, and then this was a tag I found at the thrift store. Made a little banner here. Now this butterfly with the eyelash trim, the inspiration, I believe I've seen Yvonne do similar things, and Denise, who is Tattered Dream on Etsy, I've seen her use that way. So then I've done this, flips out here, and I've lightly gessoed over it. And my gesso, I got this idea from Cheryl, adding a little bit of Distress re-inker to the gesso to get it this kind of brownish vintage color. So I've just gessoed over it just to take the pattern back a little bit, because I want to use it for writing space. Here's a little butterfly, and this is a Tattered Angels, I believe, spray here. Then I've got a pocket here, and this is that other paper collection. This was a scrap from the Mariposa stack. Here's a flip up, who Rita Donnelly, I believe, originally came up with this idea. I've seen it all over. I actually haven't seen Rita do it, but I couldn't find that one, but I found that out from Yvonne's videos. Here's some more Cameo Shoppe. I've made this scrap into what looks like an envelope, and I think that was maybe Paula Lemon's idea. I don't know whose idea it was in the first place, but here's my little slit here. I just tucked that in there. Oh, and I've got kind of pockets all over the place in this, so in the top there, stack card, and it tucks back there. Since this was the first time I did one of these books, I didn't really know what I was doing, so kind of did all kinds of stuff. There's that. I love the paper in this collection. The butterflies, I love the blues, I love the reds. What's hiding behind this? Oh, I was going to put some ribbon on the top of that. Guess I forgot. There might be some surprises in here. So both of these flip out for extra writing space. And then I have these in the top. And I'm going to pull these two out because I didn't put ribbons on those either. And I just used the extra cuts as journal cards. Get back in there. Some of it's pretty snug. And then the lines you see here were from the corrugated cardboard, and I believe that was Paul Lemon's idea. I also have this little stack that I got, and it has the 4.5 by 6.5 inch sheets. And I've just used some of these. I've just pulled out of here, and then I've just rounded the corners, and I'm using them as journal cards in this book. So some of those aren't the offcuts, but they're actually from that stack. And here I have a little envelope. I found an envelope punch board at Tuesday morning for a huge discount, and so I've been excited trying that out, and I've just done some stenciling on there with Distress ink. That's tucked in there. Here's another flip up with coffee dyed paper. This is one of these from this stack I just showed you. So I just rounded the corners, and then these little stickers came from whatever collection this was, whatever collection, wherever I have that. I had a 12 by 12 sheet of stickers that came with it also. These all have glitter stuff on them, and they're really pretty. Here's a little banner, another tag that I made there. Let me try to go quicker. I take so long. I don't know which ones I put pockets in originally, so I'm kind of checking as I go. So this one, see, I glued the two pages together but left it open for a pocket. And then this flips up, and then when I adhered the cardstock on, a lot of them I left open with pockets, but I put these little circles in to remind myself. And this flips down. Oop, let's move that so you can see. I'm also trying a different angle with my tripod. It's sitting right here on my desk and my arms are around it. Because, well, I'm seeing if that works better. Yeah. Here's another little scrap. Love that butterfly. Isn't that pretty? And then a pocket here with some printouts from Cameo Shoppe. And down here, they're tucked in. This scrap came, I think it came off of this paper, whatever this one was, but I'm not sure. And these also. So this paper, both of these papers right here in the background are not from Mariposa either. They were something I had in my stash. So, and this green one is the back side of, I think it's the back side of this word paper here. That's from Mariposa. This flips up. This flips down. And here I've put one of those, what are these called? A label pocket or something. It's clear plastic. I found it at Target when it was back to school. I think it's for labeling bins or something, but I like to stick it on there. I just didn't want to cover up this beautiful butterfly paper. And in here, I cut down the pages that I had glued together to make it look like a little tag and left it open as a pocket. And then this flips down also, so you can use both sides. Then I have little, I love the red here. I love this butterfly. I've had this stack for a while, but I haven't had time to do something with it because I wanted to do something, you know, really special with it. This I cut out of, I believe it was one of these. Let me see if I can find it. Yep, there it is. So with these 4.5 by 6.5 ones, it's the bigger pages only shrunk down smaller. So I cut that out, fussy cut that out to make a little pocket there. This is some beautiful coffee dyed paper that I've put on here with washi. No? Yeah. There's another Cameo Shoppe. And then this, just throw that off there. Okay. It's just glued on, and then I put the washi to hide the seam there. That was tucked under there. So I was trying all kinds of different things in here. I love this paper too, this one. I just love the reds and the greens in it with the butterflies. Here is that page from this collection. So it's a double-sided, and it's a little bit lighter. The stack that I have is like cardstock, so real thick paper. The Mariposa stack, these ones there. Can you kind of hear how thick that is? So, and get back in there. Here's another where I cut the. I saw this somewhere, and I can't remember who does that, who did it that way. But so the top one I've made a little spot for pocket, and the bottom one is just like shaped like a tag. There's this, and the last page, one of the last pages here I glued it this way, and then have these guys in here. And this has, love this color. I've done some little bits of ribbon and things in here, but I didn't want it to get too fat because I want to add a lot of things to it as I go journaling. Oh, that didn't glue on. I wonder why. And so yeah, I didn't want to make it too thick to start with because I tend to do that. Here's some doily. This one, the red is Viva Decor Inca Gold in a reddish color, and then this flips out here, and this is just a coffee dyed doily. This sticker came from the sticker sheet that comes with this, whatever that collection was. I keep saying whatever that collection was. Sorry. I'm a broken record, if you know what a record is. And here's another one of those envelope pockets that I made with a spot in back. These little, so these were from the Cameo Shoppe, but they're not supposed to print out like these little short tags. I don't really know how to resize digital images yet, and so I had my printer printed at like 200%, and this is what I got of it. I got two tags and two like cut off like this, but I think they're kind of cute. So they're my little short stubby tags now, and I'm using them. Wow, none of these have toppers too. I'm gonna have to go back through this, and so I guess I didn't quite finish it, but I thought I had. But you know, I'm gonna be working in it, and so I might take things out and add things. And look, it's a little fat. Oops, here we go. But not too fat. I tend to make things really fat, so I'm happy that I was able to not overstuff this so that I can add things to it. So I hope you like it. It was my first attempt at this kind of journal, and I wanted to do this kind of journal with it because like I find that these thick cardstock ones are harder to do in the sew-in ones because it gets too thick, and so I like a little bit of a thinner paper when I'm doing a junk journal where I'm sewing in the signatures. I'll put a few of these in, but I don't want the whole thing to be that. So this worked great because I'm gluing them on. I'm not sewing them in. I'm gluing them onto the actual pages. So let me know what you think, and if you have any questions, please comment below and I will get to you as soon as possible. Thank you so much and have a great day. Bye.